Hello everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, my name is Ashley and this is my video diary. This summer I was able to go to Kauai on vacation for about a week and I decided to vlog it. Now this is not my usual style. I am going to sort of let the scenery speak for itself and do an occasional voiceover, sort of like a nature documentary. Right, so the first thing that we did upon arrival was driving mostly. We went to this Thai restaurant and got chicken katsu and a Thai iced tea. And then we continued the drive about 1 or 2 hours up to Princeville where we were staying. Once we arrived at the condo that we were staying in, we decided to take off again and go check out a beach and try to see the sunset there. It actually started raining while we were driving over, so we got to see some really pretty rainbows and the sunset over like this little like marsh type thing. I feel nothing, so moving on, I'm ready for change. I feel nothing, you'll be back someday. Now, you might not know this, but the state where I'm from, Arizona, is considered to have the, quote, most beautiful sunsets, but I'm not gonna lie, you guys, after seeing the sunsets in Hawaii, I definitely would not go for Arizona. The next morning, we went to Tunnels Beach and watched the sunrise. I'm not gonna lie, you guys, it was so peaceful that I ended up falling asleep like 4 different times while I was there.
There's a whole school of them. There's so many fishes.
Don't know where this will go, but I'm willing walking toward it. And pray to God not another heartbreak, 'cause I can't afford it. And I swear something about all this.
I almost drowned. Isn't that so nice? Clearly I did not. I'm alive. I always joke to my friends that I can't swim. Let the record show I can swim, okay? I'm just not great at it. But what happened is, I'm gonna turn the camera around actually so you can see, but we are on this like bay and there's a reef. You see that? Okay, so my mom brought a snorkel and she was snorkeling for a little bit. She went all the way out and I went almost all the way out to her to get her, just like normal swimming. Came all the way back because she was like, do you want to trade the snorkel? And I was like, oh, okay, sure. Bad idea. I cannot snorkel. Something about like the way you have to breathe is, it feels like a panic attack to me. And as soon as I could like get a control on my breathing, I would try to put my hand underwater and then freak out all over again. So you can't breathe through your nose. You can't breathe that hard through your mouth either, because then it'll like stop. So I got a little ways out, or almost as far as that I was before without the snorkel, and then I was like, there's no way, I can't do this. So my mom was all the way out there. I was like, do you want to take the snorkel back? She was like, sure, if you want to. And I was like, yeah, I'm freaking out. So I tried to swim back, and then the current caught me, and the current is like, it was stronger coming back in because it wants to pull you out, I guess. I swam all the way back, but I was like freaking out, and I was like, okay, don't freak out, because then you're gonna breathe in water and then you'll drown. And I was like, don't think about it. And then the more I said don't think about it, the more I thunk about it. So I almost drowned it, but I didn't. So yeah, now I'm gonna stay on the beach for now, I think. Or at least just like not put the snorkel back on. I think my mom's getting sandwiches. This is just so pretty, I could stare at it forever. I don't think the camera does it justice, but it is so pretty. I'm just like zoning out and staring. It's so pretty. We also saw this cute little sea cave that I guess like the waves had washed under the mountain and eventually like eroded it away, so that was really cool. There are a bunch of chickens though. Beach, we stopped at a little like town right in front of it and got this coffee from a place called Wishing Well. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, the instant that I started this little rafting tour, I knew immediately it was going to be my favorite thing on the island, and there is a close second at the very end of the trip, but I still think that this was my favorite. So we saw these cute little dolphins, of course. Do you see them jumping about there? Oh, they're so cute. There's me on the boat. Ah! For those of you wondering, this was a rafting tour all along the Nepali coast. So basically we drove about 3/4 of the way around the island from Princeville all the way up to the what do you call it, the takeoff point, and then we ended up rafting about the other quarter of the way around. Now the neatest thing about this was that the tour guide was literally telling us we came on the most perfect day of the year. You'll see the footage pull up in a couple minutes, but the tide was actually so low that day that we were able to go in pretty much all of the sea caves. We were able to even go around one where we could do this like cool little twisty circle thing. I don't know. I didn't really get great footage of that, but there is some in there. But yeah, no, and the water was so beautiful and clear. We got to jump off the boat. We saw all those dolphins, of course, and the sky was just also beautiful and clear.
Wait. What do you like about this girl? I mean, there's like a lot of things. I'd probably start with... I like the way she smiles. She got me staring for a while. Yeah. Baby, it's our conversation. She's my favorite notification. She knows how to dress for special occasions. She got me thinking life could be better. These songs start to feel like love letters. I should tell her now, would I ever? It is what it is, man, whatever. Yeah, whatever. I'm telling you now, it's whatever.
There are also a ton of hidden beaches, and guys, this is so cool. We saw a monk seal just laying on the beach there. It was so cute. Now, a lot of these beaches you actually cannot reach by boat or anything. You have to dock far away and swim in with literally only possessions, unless you're Hollywood, which we love Hollywood so much. But yeah, it was just really cool to not only hear about all the scenery and see all the scenery, but also to hear about like the cultural aspects. I always feel like I get so much of a deeper understanding of a place when I hear about its culture, and I just thought it was really nice, and the tour guides really knew what they were talking about.
Whatever, is it okay? Whatever, you feel the same. I'm telling you now, it's whatever.
So here we do have that footage of the sea caves that I was telling you guys about. So you went in them, and there's actually one that you can kayak in, and it leads you to like this white sand beach apparently. I think that would be really cool to do, but I don't think I have the upper body strength, not gonna lie.
Okay, whatever, you feel the same. I'm telling you now, it's whatever. I'll be your home, I'll be.
Okay, so after the rafting tour, we went up to Waimea Canyon, which they call the Grand Canyon of Hawaii. But I'm not gonna lie, you guys, I guess I haven't seen the Grand Canyon in probably like 10 years, but I feel like this one is bigger. I don't know. Maybe it's not. I'm not entirely sure. I guess living in Arizona, I don't really look at Arizona landmarks that much, but this was literally so cool. And if you see here where like the clouds are covering everything, it literally reminded me of that Studio Ghibli movie, Castle in the Sky. It felt like I was like in Laputa, like floating above the clouds. It was really cool and like breathtaking.
Long way around, I can't forget the words you say. The smile on your face, we drove uptown. Take a break for a holiday. I swore I heard you say, if you come undone, I'll be your every one. I'll be the one to stand beside you, the one you weaponize if you need somebody to fuck 'em all, fuck 'em up. I'll be your silver screen delight and all the warmth inside of your home. I'll be your distance, stay still, be quiet.
So on Friday, we went on this really cool ATV tour. Now, I didn't vlog it, this was before I had the YouTube channel, but we also went on an ATV tour in Oahu when we went a couple of years ago, and I really loved that. So when my mom asked if I wanted to do this, of course I jumped at the opportunity. Now, like Oahu, they do have a ton of movie filming locations. So when we were going through this park, they were not only teaching us about like the history of the land and the owners of the land and everything, but they were also telling us about all the movies that had been filmed there, which unsurprisingly included Jurassic Park, Indiana Jones, King Kong. Oh my gosh, there's cows! Guys, I forgot about the cows! Oh my gosh, they were so cute.
Counter-strike, wait till tomorrow afternoon. So cut the cord, come undone. I'll be your reverent one. Be the one you leave behind, the one you criticize, and I tell my story slower. Talk a little lower. Won't need to be alone anymore. If you come out to my home, I'll be your distance. Oh, it's the path of least resistance. Why you calling from the dark? 'Cause you can't stand to be alone. I'll be the voice inside your head. I'll be the ringing on your phone. Am I strong enough to build your castle alone?
I will say the one negative thing about taking an ATV tour, and this is obviously going to happen no matter where you take it, but I got so dirty. It was a sensory nightmare, so if you do have sensory issues, I would definitely say to consider that if you're planning on going. But honestly, I think the experience was like worth it.
I used to be so hung up, every night getting drunk, thinking of you with her. Didn't know what to do but cry and call you up. Oh baby, how it hurt. It feels so good to finally say nothing at all. I feel 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 nothing. I used to wait by my phone, never brought anyone home. Hung on to your t-shirt, never wanted you to go.
On Saturday, we did a kayaking adventure up to Wailua Falls. Now, somehow I didn't get any video of me kayaking, but you basically kayak up to a point, and there's this hike that you go on, and there's this tiny baby waterfall, which I was underwhelmed, but then I saw this massive one, which, of course, was the actual Wailua Falls, and you could swim around in a little pond up there, which was really cool. I do love swimming in waterfall ponds. One of my favorite nature things ever. 10 out of 10 recommend.
I feel nothing at all. 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 I feel nothing at all.
Then there was also a second kayak stopping point, so we kayaked to the second point, and there was where we saw this, and oh my gosh, I'm kicking myself because I don't remember the name, but it's some sort of like hanging garden type thing, which was where Elvis was married in the movie Blue Hawaii, which was really cool. After that, we drove up to the Kilauea Lighthouse, and it was overlooking the ocean, of course, but it was really cool to see all the nesting sites of the birds, and also you could see the reefs looking down. That's actually like one of my favorite things now, is like looking out of the ocean and seeing the reef. I just think it's so pretty. There's the lighthouse itself, and we actually saw a sign there that it was World Oceans Day, which we had no idea about, but yeah, we did spend time on the ocean for World Ocean Days. Yay!
Baby, it's our conversation. She's my favorite notification. She
And then
knows
we
how to
went and
dress
got
for
kombucha,
special
and guys,
occasions.
this is not
She
the
got
last
me
time I have
thinking
formed an
life could be
addiction.
better. These songs start to feel like love letters. I should tell her now, would I ever? It is what it is.
Okay, you guys, I'm not gonna lie, this was my least favorite day of the trip. This was a 8-mile hike, round trip. It was like 4 miles up and 4 miles down, and I cried both times. I don't know what it is. All of my little siblings did this hike when they came last time, but I just absolutely despised it. However, the waterfall at the top definitely made it worth it. Like, we spent a couple hours there. Literally, there was a rock that you could dive off of. My mom got a video of it, but I don't think I put it in here. I don't know, I'm recording this voiceover a little late. But yeah, it was just this beautiful waterfall, and there was a giant pool you could swim in that was deep enough to dive off the cliff, and I really, really liked that.
It is what it is, man, whatever. Whatever, is it okay? Whatever, you feel the same. I'm telling you now, it's whatever.
Then after it, we went out for dinner, and I got this cold pork sandwich, which I think this was the only time we went out for dinner. But then we also got shaved ice, and I got this banana coffee flavored one. It was very good.
My mind's fickle, don't know what game I've been playing. Whatever, is it okay? Whatever, you feel the same.
And now sadly we have reached the last day of our vacation. We went back to Kauai Juice Co. for I think the 3rd time, and I got 2 bottles of kombucha this time because I really loved it. I also got a shirt, so if you ever see me wearing that, that's where it's from. Then we also went and got malasadas at this place I had been eyeing the whole time. I didn't say anything about it because I don't like to ask for things, but we hadn't stopped for malasadas yet. We got some, and okay, you guys, I'm not gonna lie, they were a little underwhelming. There's a place nearby us that does like authentic malasadas, and they were raising money for Maui after the fires, and those were kind of better. Anyways, we had a little time to kill before our final adventure of the vacation. So we went to this little beach. I didn't really go in the sun because, as you can see, I had a massive gnarly sunburn. But then we saw this cute little monk still just laying there, and he reminded me so much of my cat. It was adorable. And now we arrive at the last adventure of the vacation. Now, when I was saying that something was going to rival my admiration for the boat tour, it was this. This was so cool. They sat me in the front, literally on the edge, which was terrifying at first, but then once I got used to it, it was so cool. The pilot knew literally her stuff by heart. It was amazing. She was telling us where everything was filmed, you know, different movies. She was telling us who owned the land. It was crazy actually to see just how much of the land has been untouched, which is obviously a very good thing. But driving throughout the island, I guess I just had no idea how massive it was and how little had been actually, like, I guess, quote unquote, colonized. But it made me really happy to see how much of the earth is actually still left untouched. I mean, I know the majority of the earth obviously has been, you know, industrialized and everything, but it was just so beautiful to fly over this entire island and just see so much green and so many waterfalls too. Guys, I didn't know so many waterfalls even existed on the planet, which I guess makes me sound kind of stupid, but it was really cool. There were like at least a dozen waterfalls that we saw just on this one flight. I just think as I was flying over, I guess I definitely realized how many different movies could have been filmed there, because, you know, just from looking at one location or one perspective of Hawaii, you know, you kind of just imagine like, oh, a beach with some palm trees, but there are so many different, like, you know, it almost looked kind of like Arizona at some points with like the red rocks they had, and then they had parts that looked like Costa Rica, parts that I guess looked like Singapore, you know. They had parts that looked almost like Mars a little. There was like red dirt. Oh my goodness. It's just crazy to me.
It's the path of least resistance.
We also flew over the ocean for a little bit, and we can see more of those reefs I was talking about earlier. It was a little terrifying at first, I'm not gonna lie, because I thought we were gonna crash into the water. But then I got distracted trying to look for sharks, and you guys, I didn't see any. But if you are looking at this and you see any sharks, please leave a comment down below, because I did not see any sharks, which made me kind of sad because I really like sharks, you guys, and I wish I had seen a shark on this vacation. That would have been literally only the one thing that could have made it better. So bad with names and geography, but there was this one part that we flew in that was super cold and windy and cloudy, and apparently the pilot said that we also did this on the literal most perfect day of the year, because apparently the weather is supposed to be like super cold and wet and like foggy the whole entire flight. But for most of our flight we didn't even like need to wear a jacket. We did because they told us to, but we literally could have gone without. And then, guys, here is some more cows. I don't know if you can see them, but they are tiny little cows. I didn't know there were so many cows on Hawaii, but apparently there's a lot of cattle farming. And that was it for the vacation and also the vlog. Make sure you guys hit the like, comment, and subscribe buttons, because there is a secret second part to this video. That's all I'm gonna say, but I will see you guys next week.